Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Garage 99. You got a stick? That's a nice stick. Oh, okay. Welcome back to another episode of Garage 99. Today, we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna upgrade the interior lighting for the climate controls. We're gonna disconnect the center console and all the pieces to it because we're gonna have a center console delete kit with the carpet. We're gonna have a new shift knob coming soon. Got a bunch of goodies. But today we're gonna do the climate controls, steering wheel disconnect I just got from my wife. Shout out to you, thanks. Appreciate the Christmas gift. And we just got some new truck lights. LED, they look just like the old ones, but a lot better. And hopefully light output will be a lot better, so we'll get into that. We actually just redid these. And then this guy right here, I've actually still gotta put the lights in this thing, and then we're gonna take the dashboard apart. I already pulled the centerpiece out. Basically, there's just one bolt underneath your cup holder or ashtray, whatever you have. And then you get your two bolts inside this. And then usually there's a bolt on both sides right up against the dashboard with the center console. So then once you get in here, when you pull that center console piece up, there is gonna be this plug that's still plugged in. You wanna make sure you do that. And then I know there are two things behind these, which I have another set of these that are a little more sturdy. I always get in my car and they're sitting like that, and I'm really OCD. I like to have them like literally facing like that one is. You have to get a screwdriver in between there and pry these guys out. And then once you get that off, there are two screws in the top right there. Barely, there's one, and there's one. All right, and once you get those two screws out, just go ahead and pop this thing off. Be careful with all your radio wires. If you have an aftermarket radio, you don't want to stretch all those out or snap any. Then the climate controls, there are 4 Phillips head screws holding it on all the corners. Don't forget to also unplug your hazard lights. Okay, and then once you undo those 4 Phillips head screws, there are actually going to be 3 cables that your climate control is grabbing onto. Here's the one, for example. There's going to be one on the driver's side under the footwell, which I'll show you in a second. And then there's going to be 2 branching off to the passenger side. And that is obviously for all your controls. It's all manual in this car. So I think you can just slide them off. I think it's just on an arm. That's kind of easy to pull off, but we'll see. Okay, so there's the one on the driver's side. You can see it right there. So we just want to go ahead and pull that guy off. There's usually a bunch of clips holding it in. You want to undo all those clips. Yeah, but those are loose. Then we move on to the passenger side, and something tells me this would be a lot easier if I pulled the glove box out, which I will do. There's 2 Phillips head screws in the bottom. Then there's one of them on that arm right there. The other one runs along the top of that frame bar right there. Don't mind my rusty bar. And then it clips onto this one right here. So you got that one, runs along there, and then you got that one right there. All right, so we're gonna undo those and pull this thing out. Same thing, it's gonna have those clips. You gotta unhook it, and unclip it with this side. On the back of the climate controls, there's going to be these 2 push pins. There's this one right here. Always a stubborn one. It's so hard to grab these when it's this freaking cold out. Oh my god, I can't do it. Hands are so cold. I'm gonna warm my hands up and try this again. All right, finally got the old one out. There's the new one. I mean, it's not really a new one, but it's a newer, more well taken care of. I mean, look at the arms. You can barely hear the clicks in this one. This one is nice and loud. Sounds fresh. Every wire is good on there, so we're gonna replace the 3 plug lights on this one, which I can show you better from the bottom. That one, and this one. They're really small lights. So we're gonna replace those, and we'll start putting this thing back together. So I just switched all the plugs and everything back over, and all the lights, and we just got it back in here. Make sure before you bolt it all back together and do everything that all the lights work. But guys, this is what it looks like. Oh, it's so nice and bright. It actually matches the dashboard and everything. It's incredible. You could not see these lights before. It's all dimmable, so it's so nice to have. That looks great. So we're gonna put the rest of the pack together. Don't forget to put your 4 screws in here, connect all your cables, make sure all of the latches are there, so that way when you do move these, it doesn't have any flex. That's what the little brackets are for, to hold it into the car, so that way it'll slide through that bracket. All right, now that we got our vents all back in here, these ones in the middle aren't pushed in because I still need to do some things with this. I'm gonna leave the center console out because I'm gonna do a center console delete, but I'm gonna take apart this boot here and either order a new one or see if my other one will work for this. This thing is destroyed, so we're gonna get that all taken apart. So I just put the shifter from the other car in here. It's actually, I just ended up sanding it. I used it a 120 grit, a 200, and then a 600 to really smooth it off. I don't know how much of that you're gonna see, because I'm gonna eventually put a new knob on, but we're gonna reuse this one for now. I'll probably get one from Mishimoto. I am currently working on getting the boot fixed in the house right now. I think that's gonna take about 24 hours to cure or so, and then we'll see what it looks like with the center console delete carpet and everything. So I'm probably gonna end up getting the delete piece for this as well, because this looks pretty bad, just open like that. So I'm gonna look into that now. Okay guys, so here is the NRG hub that I got. It's a 3.0. It's basically exactly what I wanted. Wife always knows best, but it's just like that. It's really good for tall people to get in and out of. You got tons of street cred points when you want to go to a car meet, just walk around with the steering wheel. No, but for real, these are non-adjustable hubs, and I'm a pretty tall guy, so I have to sit really far back. And with the steering wheel in the way it is now, I sit about where I need to with this, so it's at a good spot for me now. It's usually easier with two hands. Makes it easier to get in and out of, so super happy with that. But now to the lighting. Let's see what we got here. Oh, those are nice. So they're like a smoked housing LED bulb. It's got the diodes in there, but it's a reflector style with an LED diode in there. That should make lighting a lot better. Pop those bad boys up. Oh yeah, look at these things. Just cloudy as a fall day, let me tell you. So I'm gonna do one at a time. I'll show you guys the light output difference, and then I'll show you the completed product. Okay, I'm just warning you in advance. I am a huge lighting guy. I mean, as you can see, everything I'm doing to this car recently has been lighting. And it's a race car. I don't understand why, but if you hear me freak out a little bit, it's just because I'm really excited. But these are 100% plug and play. There's the 3-prong. There's the 3-prong. You don't need the harness that comes with it. But yeah, I'm gonna install these. They are DOT approved. They're super heavy duty, so I'm gonna plug them in, hook them up, and we'll see how it looks. All right, let's just go ahead and just some ASMR noises real quick. There we go. Ooh, man, look at the comparison. All right, now we're gonna go turn them on and compare them. Okay, I cannot make up how ridiculously amazing that looks. It looks incredible. I cannot believe how bright that is. That's amazing. Okay, let's do the other one and pull it out of the garage. There's the finished product of those. That's all they look like off. We're gonna go ahead and turn the lights off and flip them on. Man, that has got such a nice clean beam to it too. Yeah, I shouldn't have a problem seeing people now. Wow, those are bright. Very cool. So excited about that. It's gonna really modernize the look of it. Better light output at night, so probably can't see me. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace out, keep turning those gears.